Hello, all. Welcome again. So, in this lesson, the week 5 lesson, we will be discussing about the motivation and objectives of data analysis. So, as we know that for every kind of works, we must have a motivation and we must be careful about the objective of our task. And the same thing is true for the data analysis. Okay, and let's start. The first one is the motivation in data analysis in accounting is the reason the analysis is being performed. The why behind the project can vary, right? So, why are we doing the analysis? So, but the data analysis projects are typically motivated by four different forces. The first one is the opportunity. So, evaluating new opportunities that will benefit the organization and the professional issues. So think about evaluating changes due to new laws, rules, or changes in accounting practices. And the third one is the problem solving. So solving a problem or issue that the organization is facing. So process and performance assessment. So understanding and improving the processes and performance of the organization. Then let's see an example. So think about the introduction of the iPhone 15. Okay, so iPhone 15 has come with a USB-C charging port. Okay, now why? Let's see. The first one is the opportunity. What is the motivation? The first one is the opportunity and advantageous situation or channels. And the data analysis, what should we do? We should justify the reliable new products and service because new USB-C charging will be there. And the professional issue. So the compliance, there should be an L over here. So the compliance with the new or upcoming laws. See, and the changes improves the response to whom? Response to the new law. So European Union requires electronic devices to be equipped with USB-C charging. Okay, and now the solving the problems, let's solve it. So solve problems related to risk and issues around clients, operation, and supply chain. So solving problems to minimize productivity losses. Okay, Apple may need to investigate why the particular model is not selling as it did. So this is the iPhone example. And so the process and performance assessment. So evaluating financial statement for material misstatements, audit data analysis can provide risk assessment. So Apple may need to evaluate the contribution margin and inventory turnover for each product lines. Think about the iPhone, the iMac. Okay, now so the motivation is the concern about losses, say, in region one, and want to know what is driving the result. So this is our motivation to do an analysis. Okay, so meaning we want to know why are we having loss in the region one. Okay, meaning we have region one, two, three, four different regions. Okay, then what is our objective? So our objective is to eliminate the financial losses in region one. Okay, so but the question is, say we have losses in different regions, or in say we have different regions, one region, two, okay, or region three. We just want to know the why we have loss in region one, but this is the what I said, this is a big question that we want to eliminate the financial loss in region one. But the question is, so what are the factors? What factors are driving these losses? Okay, we must know that. So the specific objective should be to identify the factors that are driving the losses in the region one. Okay, say this is an example table. So region one, so two, three, four, five, Okay, so but we can see that all regions have a profit, net income, but only region 1 is giving us loss. So now we want to analyze why are we having the losses in the region 1. Okay, so we must ask the question, and that good questions must address the objective, are focused on a single issue, are clear, concise, and measurable. And let's see how to start. So let's start. Will the question answer address the objective? If yes, then another question. So does the question address one topic? Okay. Mm, Then say, uh, will the question's answer address the objective? If the answer is no, then revise the question and go again over here. So does the question address the one topic? If no, break the question down into sub questions. Okay, and let's go to the other one. So is the question measurable? Yes. Okay, if it is yes, then we will go to the next step. So can we obtain the data needed to answer the question? If the answer is yes, keep the question and go ahead. So if it is no, then again we will be coming back again. So no, then yes, come back again over here. No, okay, come back again over here. So we must be here. So keep the question, okay? So the descriptive objective, a data analysis project with the objective to understand something that is currently happening or that has happened requires descriptive questions. So these types of questions are answered using the descriptive analysis. So descriptive questions are often first asked in any analysis because understanding the data is a necessity before beginning more advanced analysis. So let's see an example. So this is the descriptive statistics. Okay, so what we can see for the year 23, 24, and 25. So we can see the gross sales, total variable cost, contribution margin, total fixed cost, and net income. These are the numbers. These are the descriptive statistics. Okay. So now we can also see decrease in net revenue for the Celeritas and Kicks model. There are two models, okay, and we can see actually different models, but we can see that for the Celeritas, see, for the Celeritas and uh, the Kicks model, we can see that the sales decreases, okay, and let's see. So another example is the frequency measures, measures of the location, measures of dispersion, and measures of percentage. They can also help us to further analyze what's going on. Okay, so frequency measures helps understand the categories of the data. Measures of location, for example, mean, median, mode, and they reveal the average observations in a data set. Measures of dispersions, say minimum, maximum, range. So they will show how much variance we have in the observations of the data set. And measures of the percentage change compare results to prior periods and the percentage of total. Okay. So another one, let's see here. What we can see in there, this is also an example of objective descriptive analysis. And what we can see that total gross sales, say, and the sales volume and unit selling price. So now for 24 and 25, let's see what we can see here. Uh, we can see the sales volume has decreased from 24 to 25, and for the Kicks model from 23 to 24, then to 25, we saw a decrease in the volume, sales volume, and the same thing is true for the average selling price per unit. So it has also decreased. So these are the causes of the decline in the sales revenue for the Celeritas and Kicks. Meaning we have seen a decrease in sales volume and a decrease in selling price. Okay, so and then Another one, we have another question. So did the sales decrease in all locations? Meaning we have different locations. Let's see. What we can see in the region Seattle, we can see a huge decrease in sales. Okay, so the Seattle location had the largest total gross sales decrease from 2024 at 140,206. Okay, these are the descriptive objectives. Okay, and let's go to the diagnostic objectives. So the diagnostic questions build on descriptive analysis and further explore the data to causes for the outcomes. And diagnostic analytics do this by looking for anomalies, correlations, patterns, or trends. So there are many common types of analysis, diagnostic analysis. They are the anomaly detection, correlation, pattern detection, and trend analysis. So let's see example. Okay. So, for example, from our previous examples, are there identifiable patterns in the sales volume for accelerators model and the kicks? Let's see what's going on. So this is the accelerators models sales report, sales curve for 23 has what we can see here. We saw an increase of sales. Again, it goes down. For the 2024, we saw a slight increase, but again, a high increase. That's good. But in the year 2025, we saw, see that if we draw the line over here, we saw that it is decreasing. So it's going up again, decreases, and then another upward, we can see. So let's see how about the monthly sales for the accelerators. These are the yearly, okay? These are the yearly one. So let's see the monthly one. So how about monthly one? So for 2025, we saw that for the month March, April, May, June, July, and August, there are zero sales, okay? Zero sales revenue for this month. So we should think about it. Why are we seeing this zero sales for the month of March, April, May, June, July, and August? Okay. Then the predictive objectives. So what if you want to know what may happen in the future? Okay. So for that one, we need to see the trend analysis, and we also need to apply the regression analysis so that we can predict the variables slope or the beta coefficient, and we can predict what will happen if we do something. So when making a loan decisions, think about the manager of a bank. So banks use the historical information about whether a potential borrower pays bills consistently and on time to predict if they will continue to do so. In the same way, so the predictive analytics use past and present data to create models. So businesses can make predictions. Okay, so the predictive objectives. So the financial accountants can identify trends in the sales or expenses, and then cost accountants can predict costs, create forecasts, and evaluate cost drivers. Auditors can identify potential material misstatements using the predictive analytics, and the tax accountants may use the predictive analytics for the tax planning. And as we can see, this is an Amazon sales growth, and if we draw a line from 2010, so we can see an upward trend. So can we guess? So what will happen over here for 21? We can easily predict that since the trend is showing that Amazon will be having more sales revenue for the year 21, 22, 23. This is our prediction. Okay, from what? From the trend analysis. So the predictive questions. So predict the revenue for 2026. How much will revenue change with a 10% increase in sales volume? So the sub question would be, how much will revenue change for each model? How much will revenue change at each location? How will revenue be affected by a 10% increase in warranty costs, or 10% increase in say advertising cost, what factors influence the warranty expense, many kind of variables. We can do something, we can spend more money for the advertising, we can spend more money for warranty expense, and we can predict what will happen from our previous experience. Okay, then predictive analytics examples say the trend lines, so functional relationship, the linear function. Okay, so this is an example. So we can see the gross sales and warranty expense. So we can definitely see the warranty expense goes up, then sales also increases. So means sales increases with the increase in warranty expense. Okay, this is the trend analysis. And let's go to the prescriptive objectives. So the prescriptive objectives build on descriptions of the present and predictions about the future to determine the best action. So prescriptive questions investigate how to take advantage of future opportunities or mitigate a future risk outcome. So the analysis specify the actions required to achieve the desired outcomes. Okay, and so the prescriptive analysis example, so that we can use the linear optimization, the decision variables, objective function, and constraints. So we will do that, and we will show this one in practical example of the Excel solver example. This is an outcome, meaning the Excel solver, the parameters. So we'll show the practical analysis. So I hope you have enjoyed the motivation and objectives of the data analysis. So thank you so much. Let me know if you have any question.